Hello everyone. Today we are going to see how to reverse a linked list. This is the problem lead code number 206. So this is the actual list that is given to us, and this is the provision, this is the solution which is expected from us. So this is the actual solution, how it would look at the end. To achieve this, how can you achieve this? There are two types of solutions. One is iterative one, another is recursive one. For this video we will be doing the iterative solution. Okay, to achieve that, let's take two pointers. Let me take first pointer as temp and second pointer as node, and let the first pointer points to null here, and the head node points to the value 1 at the first. Okay, now how can we achieve this? At first, let's point the node value to the head value, which means this is how it would look. The node and the head points to the same value, and the temp points to null. Okay, now we can move the head to the next value. And now what we have to do, we have to create a connection for the node to the temp. So let node dot next points to the temp, which creates a connection from this value to this node value. This is the connection that we are creating. And after creating this, we can move the temp value to the node's value, which means the temp moves to the next value. Now we have created a connection from 1 to the null, and the head points to the next value. Now once again we are going to do this iteration for the second time, which means now once again this node moves to the head, and head moves to the next value, and the node dot next value points to the temp, which means this connection gets cancelled out, and this new connection built from the value 2 to the 1, and this temp moves to the next value for the second iteration. And for the third iteration, this goes on like this. It moves from here to here, and a new connection forms here, and now once again it moves from here to here, and until the head reaches the null value. Here, and yeah, that's it. So when head reaches a null value, we can return the temp. We can also return the node, but in this problem we cannot. Why? It's because I will explain it in the code. And why we have only taken temp as null, and why not we have taken node is equal to null, is because in a linked list the last value always points to null. So we have already pointed the node to the head value at the first, which means node pointed here at first. So we need some node to point to null, which creates a connection from the last value to the null value. So that we have taken temp is equal to null here. After each iteration, the temp gets updated to the next value, from here to here to here to here to here, from here to here. Okay. Let me explain this with the code. So this is the actual code. This is the edge case that we are checking. First of all, let the head should not be null. If it's null, we should return it as null, which means the list is empty. And I have taken the temp is equal to null, and it is taken outside of this while loop. So we cannot return the node is because it is inside this while loop, which creates blocking. So the temp is equal to null. We are checking this head until the head reaches the null, and as I told, the head points to the null in the first step. The head points to the head points to the null, and the head moves to the next value initially it would be here, it moves to the next value. So we are moving the head to the next value. Then node dot next points to the temp. As I told here, when node was here, node dot next values points to the null value, not null. The temp was actually null at first. So the node dot next points to the temp, which actually points to null, and then the temp moves to node. The temp gets updated to here, and this iteration continues till the head reaches the null, and at last we will return the temp. So this is the actual head we are returning. So when the backend checks with this, the temp is the head, it iterates from 5 to 4, 3, 2, 1, and it goes to null. This is how it works. Okay, see you in next video. Bye bye.